Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name's Olivia. I make videos about sewing, gardening, natural medicine, thrifting, embroidery machines, things like that. Today, I am going to be sewing a Twisted Tea can pillow. This is very last minute. Tomorrow is my little brother's birthday. He's turning 21. Very weird. I can't believe it came so fast. I thought I had more time to make a gift, but it's literally tomorrow, and now I'm freaking out. It's 8:17 p.m. My husband just came back from the store after picking out everything I asked him to get. I sent him a Twisted Tea can, and I said, color match this, please. He did, so we'll see if it's all accurate. This is everything he got. His favorite is the half and half. So this is what we're color matching. I'm gonna put a picture right here so that I don't have to have my screen up the whole time. This is the teal color that he chose for the half and half part. This is the Twisted Tea logo, which I think he did pretty good. The yellow, which I think they only had one yellow. And this is for the silver part. Oh, and he got another yellow. Oh, that's the orange. Okay, orange and yellow. I did ask because there's a sun on the Twisted Tea can. So that is that. And then he got my white thread and stuffing. So, where do we start? Well, I guess we'll start here. This is about the size that I actually want the can to be. So since this is all the stuffing we have, we'll probably have to make it the same dimensions as this. So let's pretend that we had a cylinder, a can. If we were to take the circles off and cut the cylinder and open it, it would be a rectangle. So we need a big rectangle, a big yellow rectangle. 29. So we'll need a 29-inch rectangle by about 18 or 19. We'll go 19 by 29. All right, so we got that out of the way. Now we need to figure out the top part and the bottom part of the can. That would be the perfect circle. Guys, I'm so not gonna lie to you. I'm making this up as I go. So let's think, how can we cut a perfect circle? I've been out of school for 7 years. I had to look this up. I never thought I would use this again, but it's math. So for a 29-inch circumference, I need two circles that are approximately 9.25 inches in diameter. Ooh, I should have showed you guys that process. My back hurts. Basically what I did was I laid the fabric down. Can I show you from here? Pretend it's a rectangle, right? I literally put my finger in the center and went around with a marker and dotted. I dotted it. Can you see what I'm doing? Now, I can't really sew much together until I get the words cut out. I don't want to do it by hand. But I have a Cricut that I got like 3 years ago and barely used. So we're gonna try to cut some fabric with the Cricut. All right, so my friend Angelina is really good at using a Cricut. I've seen her use it a few times, and I've used my Cricut a few times too. So it's not like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just not really confident with it. And I know you're supposed to replace these mats when they're not sticky anymore. Don't judge me. This is the same one I've had since I got the machine. It's got some stick to it. I don't think the fabric's gonna stick to it though, but that's okay. We have tape. Alright, welcome to my floor, alright? I don't have any space on my desk. So, here we are. Alright. Now I know we gotta download the Cricut app and do a blank canvas. We're gonna do this together. Alright. Oh, here it is. All right. How big is it? 26. We need it smaller than that. Okay. All right. We're not gonna mirror it. And we're gonna go to our machine, different settings. And there should be a fabric one, right? Light cardstock, iron on paper, bonded fabric. I guess it could be bonded fabric, right? I feel like that could work. Anyways, I'm just taking my tape and I hope it sticks to the fabric. If it doesn't, that kind of totally ruins the plan. Looks like it's working though. Do you hear my dog snoring? He's so lazy. Okay, I need more tape. Mr. Lightyear needs more tape. Now I think we're good. Good to go. Okay. Alright, now we gotta connect it to the Bluetooth. I think we got it, guys. Just so you guys know, bonded fabric comes up as fabric on the phone or the app. So now, I'm nervous. Oh, it's stuck. Wait, stop. Fuck. Oh. Okay, I ended up just cutting it off because I was a little too nervous. I don't think it's cutting. Yeah, no. Okay, it's not working. Okay, that failed, but that's okay. We won't give up. We're still gonna use the Cricut, but I think I have a lot of extra paper, so let's go check. I'm being loud. I don't have blue. I'm gonna have to do this by hand. So I have it cutting paper as a stencil right now, but I don't even think it's cutting the paper, if I'm being completely honest with you. It was a total fail, so I'm going to my last resort. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but I'm thinking of gluing the fabric down onto the mat. The only issue is it does stain, so we're gonna let this dry. We're going to try to put it through here and see what happens. While we wait for it to dry, I'm thinking a 3D pop top would be really cool. So now let's think, what does a pop top look like? It's kind of oval, right? And it's got a hole. And another hole. So let's cut that out. This doesn't feel big enough, so I'm gonna try again. Alright, so far no issues with it folding or wrinkling. I just hope that it's actually cutting. I don't really, oh, it's kind of, what is going on? It's moving it, oh no. You gotta be kidding me. Promising, possibly. I know that other letter was totally destroyed though. I think I should just stop where I'm at. I'm gonna let it finish cutting, but as it's cutting, I am kind of just accepting my loss and tracing as best as I can. Freehanding in hopes that it's somewhat similar, because even if the Cricut does work, it's gonna look really chopped and ugly and just not what I really wanted. But I can't wait to show you what that looks like. Okay, well that thing is still back there, still cutting. I was able to trace and cut out all of my letters. So now I'm gonna sew them onto the yellow can. I'm not even lying. I'm halfway done winding up this bobbin after color matching thread, and it just finished cutting. that just goes to show you sometimes it's best to do things yourself. And say, forget the machine. Look how botched and terrible that looks. It didn't even finish cutting the fabric. It's all ripped up. I don't know if it was me or the machine or just the fabric. I'm never trying that ever again. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, so now I'm gonna glue it down with this and sew it on. I also have to cut out the hard iced tea, and then using the orange fabric, I have to do the sun things, which maybe I'll do that all right now so I could just sew it all in one go. When I tell you all of my skills are getting used today, whether they fail or not, they're getting used. Now I'm going to use my embroidery machine to write out the words half and half on the can, because I don't want to cut out any more letters. That was the most annoying thing in the whole wide world, cutting that many letters. I also have to do in the dark blue the hard iced tea, but I really don't want to do that, I'm telling you right now. So I'm probably going to embroider that as well once I sew on the Twisted Tea logo. So that's what I'm doing right now. I am tightening the frame. And then before I begin, I'm not going to make you watch all of this. I am just going to do a zigzag stitch around every single edge, even the inside of the letter. That's how that's going. Okay, so this is what the can is looking like so far. Now we have to add the half and half logo. Alrighty, that's what it's looking like. I honestly don't think I even need to add the little details, like the little words. I think it looks fine how it is. So I think I'm gonna get to the rest of it. Okay, so I'm just adding a blue strip to the bottom, the same width as the can. The blue strip should have been on the bottom because it's supposed to be sideways. So now I gotta cut that off. Okay, I'm gonna re-sew it on the right side. Alright, the time is now 10:57. I don't remember when we started this. I'm getting so tired though. This is what we got so far. I am now... What am I gonna do? I should probably attach the can opener to the lid. I just drew out the part where it cracks it open and it puts a hole in it so that you could drink. I can't even think of the word, I'm so tired. I'm going to use a zigzag stitch to embroider it with my sewing machine. So I sewed the little pop top cap flick thingy. What's the name of it, dude? I can't think of it. I flipped it, I sewed it right sides together. Now I'm just gonna stuff it. I wish I would have done this like yesterday. Doesn't have to be really stuffed, just lightly stuffed so that it sticks out a little bit. And now I'm just gonna sew a little finger spot in the center. Okay, so then when I sew it on, it's just gonna kind of sit there like this. Basic idea. Hi, so something about my math is not adding up because look at the size of this hole. And then look at the size of this hole. So basically what went wrong is when I measured it, I did it 9 inches in a radius, not diameter, so it ended up being 18. It's too big. So we're gonna have to shorten it, make it smaller. I'm so tired. I guess I could always finish this tomorrow morning. I'm thinking I'm gonna sew the sides together. No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna go to sleep before I make a mistake. Alright, good night everybody. See you tomorrow. This is where we are leaving off. It's looking really good. I redid my measurement. Got it here. I'm gonna redo the pop cap because not only does it look hideous, but it's the wrong way. You don't pop it that way, you pop it that way. I also obviously had to redo this. I got a jam because I didn't use a stabilizer. I cut it out. And we have 2 hours left to finish this project. So I finally attached the top and the bottom, and now all I have to do is stuff it. So let's stuff it. All right, it is stuffed, so now all I have to do, that's fine, all I have to do is sew the bottom shut. And this is the final product. Oh my gosh, it is really cute. I want one. What? Look at that. This is the bottom. And then the top. I have mixed emotions about the cap. I could have done it better, but you know what? It's a homemade gift. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right? Cute. Love it. Hopefully that gave someone some inspiration. And this is how it looks. I did add Velcro so that it would hold itself down and look a lot cleaner. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.